Much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Cesar Espinoza gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Matt, he's in a nice little groove right now. I got one number I look at, and that's his whip. And his last three starts under 1.2. Regardless of what the end result might be, he's throwing the ball well in his last three starts.
Now at the plate, Tim Money. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
This is one of those scary streaks, because if you don't sit there and say, that's it, fellas, let's cut it off, we need a win right now, before you know it, you trickle into finding yourself in bad habits and losing a lot of games. So those little short streaks, those are the scary ones.
Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Here's Manny Machado now. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here.
Manny Machado.
See it driving. Let's go. Right here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Runner's on his way to third. Line to the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, Matt, you want to get off to a good start? Right here they did. First inning, RBI single, first game of the series. This is a message, and maybe it's been sent.
So striding in, Andy Mack. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Just short, hit hard. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Tim Money, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Runners on first with 1 down.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. Ready with the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Pirates lead it 2-0. Ready for another chance. Tim Money. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Into the windup and the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 0-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Come on, big guy.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
To short. To his left. Money. And a rather easy first out. Here's Javier Baez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Here's a high pop-up. Money is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready once again, Tim Money.
Shortstop, Tim Money.
Come on, baby. See it, drive it.
Hey, let your can up there, huh?
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
He gave it all he had out there in right field, but he just couldn't quite catch up to it. I liked the effort with the leap, but once it got down, he was off to the races and into third.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Manny Machado.
Hey, punch up right now for us, kid.
And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Hey, catch up. Your turn.
Ready for another shot now.
17.
Hunter Dozier. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Hey, no one better. Let's go.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner.
Get up, bro.
And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Digging in and looking for more. Tim Money.
Tim Money.
Here we go, no one better. No one better.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
1-1. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
We gonna need you right here.
1-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Pirates strand a couple, but they lead it 4-1.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Stephen Brault earned his 9th win of the year. Hiroshi Wada hammers down the save, his 10th. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a Under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Tyler Anderson, the Nevada-born starter, will get the call in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, it's been an interesting season so far. He's pitched much better on the road. His results and his numbers at home have not been good. So maybe this is the game that we're going to see him pivot that around, change that trend, and start to throw better at home.
Digging in, Tim Money. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
Money.
Nobody better. Stay high. Nobody better right there.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Matt, when you're on a struggling team, you always look around and say, this is win night. We got the ace on the mound. I don't care how poor you're playing. When your ace is throwing, you feel like you got a chance to win that game.
Favorable call in there for a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
You talk about a pitcher's umpire. If you're working both sides of the plate, you have a tendency to be pretty effective with Matthew Ross back there. Look, there's no doubt he's a pitcher's umpire. If I was pitching in this game, I'm sending him a taxi, making sure he gets there safe.
Chopped in front of home plate. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Let's go.
Batting fourth, catcher, Reed Comstock.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Runner breaks for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Hey, one of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Get your pitcher, drive it.
Set to deal on 2-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Here's Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman.
3 runs already home here.
Castro.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Money. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Correa backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. That breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
Here's Javier Baez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Third baseman, Javier Baez.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Slow roller back to the mound. He's got it. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Striding in once again, Tim Money, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. Into the box, Tim Money.
Tim Money.
Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. So he's into 3rd with his 6th 3-bagger of the year.
Yeah, and that tells you what kind of an offensive player he is. Very good at hitting the ball on the line, and obviously he's got some decent wheels on him too.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Now batting, catcher Reed Comstock.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's falling up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
On the ground near home. Nowhere to go as he's tagged out between 3rd and home. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Tim Money. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1.
Here we go.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Pretty good rip on it, huh?
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. And we are tied 4-4. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Baseman, number 7.
On the ground up the middle. To his left, Money. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Chicago. Windy city of Chicago. There's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. David Thacker, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, H?
Well, I love watching this guy pitch, and particularly when he's got runners in scoring position. He's a guy that gets better when he has runners on base. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets in a jam. What does he do to get out of these jams where his numbers look so good with runners in scoring position?
Batting third.
Settling in now, Tim Money. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
Hey, keep swinging that high piece. Let's go. Let's go.
First offering on its way. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And Matt, you know, you look at their split right now, but they lost the first game, won the second one. So you're looking at momentum is on their side. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards them here in this third game.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
The 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
And Darryl Parker, you know what I see with him, Matt, he's basic. You know, he's a guy that calling balls on the corners is not really his strength. He's going to stay right in the middle. Fundamental Darryl. Here it is. That was a good pitch, good call. I'm going to be safe. That's him. 3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
Hey, let it rip.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings.
Stepping in, Javier Baez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Pops this one up. Machado is there for it.
I got it. I got it.
And that's the first out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands.
Digging in now, David Thacker.
Pitcher.
2 out with the man at first.
Thacker.
Hey, here we go.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 2 full. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs 1. Digging in, Tim Money. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Money.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box. Striding into the box, Tim Money. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Come on now, one time.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Therefore it is Baez, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in once again, Andy Mack. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Andy Mack.
Hit on the ground out to short. Money fields it cleanly, and he's retired, one away. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Now at the plate, Tim Money.
Shortstop, Tim Money.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Pitch on the way. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Perez comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock. Now it's to work with. They're running.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. Oh, but he beats it out. Not able to make a play, though, and now they'll be men at first and second.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang.